future of the European Union. What is your opinion? Can or is there a room for further evolution of common institutions and its relation to the level of sovereignty that still exists in the European Union? There is now a very big discussion that monetary union cannot be sustained without fiscal union. So what's your personal opinion about the future of institutional development of the European Union?
The problem is to know if we can still integrate more, if we can still give more competencies to the EU institutions, if we can make more money for the EU budget. And this is really not the direction we are taking now. I mean, for solving the problems, the debt problems of the Eurozone, there was a decision to build a financial mechanism. So this is a step forward, I think. But it is managed in an intergovernmental way. So everybody can decide, can have a veto. So I don't know if we can make more steps towards integration, but because our countries are very different, and there is, this kind of fatigue also to have more integration. During the years 2000, we have spent between 2000, the Nice Treaty, 2000, and the Lisbon Treaty 2010, we have spent 10 years discussing about institutional arrangements. And for which progress? I mean, we have the President of the European Council, we have the High Representative and the EAS, but otherwise we didn't make a lot of progress towards more integration, because the countries, the people of Europe don't want more integration. So
they don't see an added value of more integration, probably.
So I think what I hope is that we shall keep a balance between federal elements, integration achieved until now, and intergovernmentalism, where you need, of course, participation of big member states, leadership of big member states, especially, for example, France and Germany, in the case of Euro. But it's difficult.
If we imagine that everybody decided that this exit of history has happened fully, and the half of the 20th century, 21st century has arrived, and there's no European Union, do you think that the indispensable competition between countries will bring to wars again?
Wars?
War.
Wars.
War.
No, because
normally what do people do? The neighbors especially, they quarrel and then they start warring. This is kind of a rule everywhere in sort of personal life or in family, human nature, we can say yes, human nature. And of course the biggest achievement of the European Union was this achievement of talking instead of fighting, and turning all the conflicts and the I would say unacceptances into bureaucracy or into, instead of going to because the world is still I don't think that human nature has changed anyhow. Anyway, in Europe, Europeans are not all definitely, and the people, as people, French or Germans, are definitely enough vigorous.
No, but I think Firstly, we have managed with the open economies, open societies and open economies to change.
Dependence has
Yes,
increased.
interdependence has grown, and now the competition is not anymore in the field of violence or wars, but in the field of economy. So there will still be competition between human beings, of course. So it's life. But it is a system which is organized through democracy, through economic
The gas war, this war, but not
and
the war.
it's very important the fact that in the crisis of 2008, we could have had the same effects than in 1929, when there was a big crisis, then protectionism, then rearmament, dictatures, etc. So this was a catastrophe, and it didn't happen in 2008. We decided not to close the boundaries, not to stop free trade, and it was a very big success of international cooperation in this reaction to the 2008 crisis. And the second element which is important is that today I don't see how it's possible. Of course, there are still wars, but with the nuclear weapon, war is unthinkable between major powers. There was no war between the US and the USSR. Between USSR and China, there was small conflict, but not really a war. The same between India and Pakistan, etc. So I don't think it's war like we have known is. I think it belongs to history.
So we are already, de facto, in a new stage of European integration, which is already beyond the process of integration, you can say, right? Because the things have happened already, and they can't be moved back or sort of, again, close borders.
There is a sentence, I don't know who has said that, but sometimes some politicians are repeating that. It's not peace, it's not Europe which made peace, which produced peace, it's peace which produced Europe. Okay, so thank you very much for your attention.
Fantastic, thank you. Marta, mam prawo się...
Gdzie możemy?
You go to the embassy?